Hi everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today's project I'm sharing is actually the first one I made was this one for a friend at work for Valentine's Day. It has a little, one of those short little candles in it, and it's actually in a jar. I don't know if you can see, but I decided I was going to just make, I always like to make something little for like my coworkers and friends. So this is one for my friend. It says, "You are totally awesome." And actually this is going to be the second time I'm doing this video because I wanted to make one on camera that was masculine. And I got through the whole thing and I looked up and my video was not recording. So I am doing another one, but we're going to do another more feminine one. But this is the one that I created in the other video that didn't show. So I don't know, how do you like it? Does it look masculine? I have a really hard time doing masculine things, but I thought for a birthday for a friend, a co-worker, I always have a hard time thinking of something to give them. So I thought this was really cute to put candy in it, but it could be used for a lot of different things, and it's really a pretty easy box to make. So let's go ahead and get started with it. Alright, so what you're going to need for this box, and this time I'm going to do one in Blushing Bride. This is a piece that's 10.5 by 9, and then you're going to need some pieces for matting, which you're going to need 4 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then you're going to need one piece that's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. This is for the top. Okay, so then I'm going to use some of our this is Wild Wasabi, and this is our seam binding ribbon. I'm going to use that, and then the stamp set that I'm going to use is going to be Bloomin' Love. And I'm using the Love You, and I'm going to use this little leaf sprig right here. So the Designer Series paper that I did for all 3 of these boxes is this Love Blossoms Designer Series paper stack, and it's great. I love the patterns in here. I'm using the heck out of this stack. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'll bring the trimmer up here, my scoring tool. Move my blade out of the way, and on the 10.5 inch side we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. And you know I like to score my 1/2 inch on this side. It's just easier for me to hold it straight. And then the next one will be 3, so it's 1/2 and 3, and then 5.5 and 8. Okay, let's turn it, and we're going to score it at 2.5 and 6.5. Okay, so we're done with the scoring. And the first thing we want to do is we want to mat these middle pieces right here because I need to cut the window out of this. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. I'll grab some of my snail here. Now I have all my 4 pieces matted here. I'm going to go ahead, and there's 2 rectangles, one on this end and one on this. We're going to go ahead and cut that off. And we're just going to form our little glue tab right here. Okay, and now I'm going to just fold these in temporarily this way because I need to bring the big shot up here, and I'm using the Chalk Talk Framelits. It's these framelits right here, and this comes in here, and I'm using this little framelit right here. So let me grab the big shot, and don't look at my worn out plates because I love these. I love the big shot. This is a really good investment if anybody doesn't have one that's a card maker, to invest in a big shot because there's nothing like them. So then we're going to set that in the center, and the magnetic plate will hold this in place. And do it the second one in, fold that over, put your other base plate on top, and then just run it through. And when I hear the clicking sound, I know that it's already gone through, and I'm just going to run it back. All my stuff is falling over. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out here. And we have our window cut out. So you are going to have a few impressions on the sides here from this, but don't worry, because the one side's going to be underneath, it's going to be the bottom, and then the top we're going to mat. So let me go ahead and score these, sharpen up my score marks really good here. Okay, so I want to put the window sheet in next. The window sheet is 3.5 by 2 1/4, and I'm going to grab some of my fast fuse here, and I'm just going to run it really close to the side right here on both sides, and then I'm just going to run it across the top. This seems easiest way for me to get my window sheet centered there, and I want to clear that out because I don't want it to show. So then just set your window sheet on top, and you have your little window. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut our tabs, and we're going to cut up each one to the first score mark there. And on the other side also. Alright, now I'm going to grab some of my tear and tape because I'll probably use this box. And I'm going to put it on the tab here. The tear and tape's really strong. You want to use something strong, a strong adhesive to hold this together. So we're ready to put it together. Adhere it there. And then we're going to do our flaps. Now the bottom flap, you want it going this way. You always want the front to look finished. Now what I'm going to use is my Tombow to glue, because I like to glue each layer so that your box, it stays real square, and I just like the look better when they're all glued down. Sometimes I have to stick my hand in there to hold that down for a minute, and then just put some more on here. You can be pretty generous with it. And then one more time. Actually, this last layer you can do with your fast fuse if you want. And then I just turn it upside down and hold it for a second, because it does take the Tombow a few seconds to adhere. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and attach our top piece. And I'm going to just use my fast fuse because it's sitting right here. Alright, and it goes on this very front right here. Let's see which way will it look best. This way. So it's covering up that one area that when we cut our window in. Alright, so then, let's see, I don't have any more candy laying around. Oh yes I do. Let's put these hearts in there. And we'll close up our box. And I'm going to get my seam binding ribbon. I like this pattern. At first when I looked at it, I wasn't really crazy about it, but oh, I like it now. Whenever you have something and you see it, like the first time I see it, sometimes my opinion is not, well, I'm not that in love with it, but I really like it now that I have it on the box. So I'm going to just tie a bow here. Okay, we're going to leave it like that for now. And then I'm going to grab some Whisper White, and we'll be ready to create our little tag here. So let me grab some, I'm going to grab some Garden Green, and if I do this right, I'll be able to fit it all in my little tag. So I'm going to do that one that way, and then we'll meet. And then we're going to put the Love You in the middle with some rose red. And then I'm going to add a little bit of these a couple of these little open hearts. This is all from the same stamp set. Just around those little flowers. Alright, so I'm going to grab my note tag punch, and if I did this right, yeah, it'll fit right in there. So I'm going to punch that out. And another thing that I want to grab real quick is I have a little flower punch, and I forgot to grab it real quick. And I'm going to just punch a little flower out of the Blushing Bride here. I think I'm going to put one of these in the flower. I'm going to grab a glue dot. I hope it's laying around here somewhere. A bunch of stuff just fell off my bench, my desk here. I think I'm going to put one on here. I don't know. I'm just doing this as I go along, so just bear with me here for a minute. Okay. I don't know. I wanted to give it a little bit of bling somehow. So we're going to do that. I don't know. I might even later punch out another flower and put it here. I think that would be cute. So I'm going to go ahead and use, I think this is the 1/4 inch hole punch. And punch a hole in the top to attach it. White Baker's Twine. I'm just going to attach this. Bring this back over here, and that candy actually looks really cute inside there. The little hearts. I forgot I had that sitting there. You don't need quite this much twine. I think I'm wasting some of it. I don't like to waste. All right. I like to hide those underneath my ribbon, but I'm going to fix that bow because it's not really perfect. Okay, so there it is. There you have it. And here's the other two. But see, you can use it for just about anything. They'd be really cute little favors. So that's all 3 of them. So I'll list all the supplies and everything for all of them on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. So I hope you enjoyed the project today. Everyone have a blessed day, and I'll see you later. Bye.